my beloved CDs. Welcome to the second installment of CD Showcase. Today I'm going to be looking at some of my favorite, most recent purchases for CDs, which is mainly my mainstream CDs. If you don't know, when I say mainstream, I tend to review and buy a lot of Christian stuff, and that is stuff that is not in the mainstream, but this is, so you'll see very recognizable names. First up, we got The Weeknd, the Highlights album. Now, I was skeptical of buying this first because it did have some tracks that I'm not a huge fan of. An unpopular opinion of mine is that I do not like any of The Weeknd's old material. I know, boo me, but I don't. So, Trilogy, Kissland, House of Balloons, Thursday, I don't really like it. So, songs like Wicked Games and The Morning mean nothing to me, and I didn't love Acquainted and Often, but this album actually made me fall in love with those songs, so I like them now. I also didn't love Me Harder by Ariana Grande, but you know what, it's actually fine. I think my biggest thing with this CD is the fact that it's missing two of The Weeknd's greatest hits, which is Reminder and In the Night. Those are songs I can't live without, and I'm almost thinking of actually making a custom Highlights 2 album that just features those two songs with a couple of other Weeknd songs that I like. But I was still glad that this CD came out because for someone who wants to own CDs like me, it was a good purchase because honestly, I don't love the full things of The Weeknd's albums. But yeah, with the track list like Save Your Tears, Blinding Lights, In Your Eyes, Can't Feel My Face, Pray For Me, I Feel It Coming, Starboy, as it says, it has all the hits. Looking in there, it's just simple black. Now, what's interesting about this album is that it came with the track list is on the front here, and then there's nothing else. There's no track list on the back, just that picture. But if you open up the little booklet that comes inside and you expect to find lyrics, instead what you get is a double-sided poster with the picture on the back and the picture that is on the album cover. So that is nice. This is definitely an album that is good and I think worth the price. I got it for like, what, 12 bucks? Next up, my Post Malone collection. I do not have his first album because I'm not a huge fan of Stoney. There's only like 4 or 5 tracks on the album that I really like. But the rest of Post Malone's albums, I like from start to finish. They're basically perfect albums. First, Beer Bongs and Bentleys. And for my Christian audience, I must say, some of the subject matter of Post Malone's albums are not for younger audiences. But I did buy clean versions of these albums. Not all albums come with clean and explicit. Just, for example, the Weeknd album, that was clean, but you can't buy a clean version of, say, a Juice WRLD album. Apparently, Post puts his albums in clean and explicit versions, and so this is a clean version of Beer Bongs and Bentleys. This is the most unique artwork I've seen, though. First of all, there's no slip, right? Secondly, the album came with no stickers on it. This was actually on the plastic wrap, and I took it off the plastic wrap and put it onto the jewel case, which is this. So I stuck it on there as nicely as I could because honestly I didn't like it. The album cover is supposed to be this like metal wiring on the CD, and then when you take the CD out, the album cover becomes that, which I don't really like that. But I do like the look of having that sticker. I don't know why. This look appeals to me majorly. The track list is on the back, and I've learned this about Post Malone. He likes strange album art. You'll see with the next album. But this album does have an amazing track list from Paranoid, Spoil My Night, Rich and Sad, Zack and Codeine, Taking Shots, Rockstar, Over Now, Psycho, Better Now, Ball for Me, Other Side, Stay, Blame It On Me, Same woman, Jonestown 92 Explorer, Candy Paint, and Sugar Ray. Got this one for $10 and very happy with it. Now, Hollywood's Bleeding, which is actually a point of debate for a lot of Post Malone fans, because a lot of Post Malone fans think that the greatest Post Malone album is this. According to a poll on Reddit that was taken by a bunch of Post Malone fans, including myself, Beer Bongs and Bentleys came up as the best Post Malone album, with Stoney taking second place and Hollywood's Bleeding trailing third, which makes no sense to me. Hollywood's Bleeding was one of my best albums of 2019. As you see, I got it because it's such a good album. I actually got Beer Bongs and Bentley second. Very simple album art. That's the thing about this art. I said the album art is strange, and it's strange because we have this, and then there's a picture of him, but there's no, track list. It gives you nothing. It just tells you H is B, which is Hollywood's Bleeding, PM3, Post Malone's third album, 2019. That's it. The cool thing about this album is, I guess the photos are nice. It connects to make one big picture there. And here's another questionable decision. I'll show you this in a second. Just a bunch of photos from the Circles music video. Just photos, nothing else. No track list, nothing, nada. Which kind of sucks. I want a slight track list. So what I did was I printed myself the official track list from Post Malone's Instagram, and I folded it and stuck it in the album. That's the official track list. This leads us to our last 3 CDs, which are my very precious Justin Bieber CDs. I know I will have more. It is Christmas very soon at the time of this recording, and I already know that my family's getting me Justin Bieber CDs because I'm filling up on the collection. But right now I have the trio Purpose, Changes, and Justice. Changes is totally underrated, but let's start with this. Yes, you would immediately notice it is thicker than most albums, and there is a reason why, and I'll explain in a second. And this is because I bought this version exclusively from Japan. This is a Japanese version of this album. And lots of people kind of don't know about this because in America, we are getting so used to just streaming things, and they want us to stream things. They're phasing CDs out. That in Japan, they're releasing every CD with bonus tracks and stuff that only get released on digital. So a track that's exclusively on YouTube, Hit the Ground, and it's not even on Apple Music or anything, Hit the Ground and Home to Mama, those 2 tracks, you can only find in the Walmart edition, which actually I do have, and it is on sale on eBay. I'll put a link down in the description. I'm selling it. And it has the acoustic version of Where Are You Now? This was actually the original version that Justin recorded. That was the pre-product of Where Are You Now That I Need You, which is amazing. And it's actually the version that most believers like myself enjoy because it's more, stripped down and beautiful. Now, the reason I got this album is because when shopping for Japanese CDs, especially Justin Bieber CDs, you got to watch the track lists. They will get you every time. When I was looking for which one to get, there were 7 different versions of Purpose, and all of them had weird track lists. And so the one I got was called Purpose Plus Super Hits. It has the average Purpose cover. It doesn't look like the deluxe because you got the white little crosses and stuff. But it is because it's got the 13 regular tracks, the 5 deluxe edition tracks, the 2 bonus tracks that you would get on the Walmart exclusive, the 1 bonus track you would get on the Japanese exclusive, and a second disc which contains 4 Justin Bieber songs that you're gonna find on CDs that you might not want to purchase. For example, I don't want to purchase the entirety of DJ Snake's album with the song Let Me Love You on it. I just don't want to do that. I don't want to do that with Post Malone's Stoney. I don't want to have to get that whole album just to hear like one of the 4 tracks that I really like, which is Deja Vu, because JB's on it. And it also has the What Do You Mean acoustic, which for, again, believers like me, I love the acoustic version of What Do You Mean. So that's really nice. Another thing about Japanese albums is that they really go all out with the album art. So first of all, I know you've been waiting a while because I've been explaining a while. There's disc 1. I don't like how it was split into 2 discs and that it's more like 21 tracks on disc 1 and 4 on disc 2. But I can live with it. Very nice. But first, before I show you the album art, actually, this was the second album I got because after the Weekend album, apparently the Japanese love to put like little bonuses because this literally had a poster of Justin Bieber like inside the album, and I didn't order that or even expect it, so that was nice. And we have the little booklet. Essentially, it's the same exact thing as the regular. Just it lists the extra bonus tracks at the end. And I mustn't forget the best part of this, which is the Japanese lyric booklets. These are actually really nice and shows that Japan actually cares about their music and their CDs. Basically, it not only has a track list, but it has the lyrics in Japanese and then in English to really, like, hit home. Like, if you are solely a Japanese speaker, you know, you have the lyrics so you understand what you're saying, and then the lyrics so, well, you can figure out how to say it. I mean, it's really nice. It's got all the lyrics to all 25 songs, I think. I mean, whatever. Now, of course, Japanese CDs do tend to be a bit steeper in price. For example, this one was $26, but to me, that's worth it because the Walmart Deluxe, for just the extra 2 tracks, was $24.99 for me to purchase it. And this, which has an extra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tracks, was $26, which to me, that price is completely worth it. But when buying Japanese CDs, you gotta do a cost-to-benefit analysis. Like, is it worth it to buy this one CD from Japan for $12 extra for 1 bonus track, or would you spend maybe $12 extra for 8 bonus tracks, you know? See, that was my predicament on getting changes. I got changes here in America because the Japanese edition was $12 more for me, and it was only 1 bonus track, and I wasn't sure that I'm going to spend $12 for a single bonus track. But let's get into this. I did not make an official review, but you can watch my reaction video. And to this day, I still think that Changes is extremely underrated and overhated. All Around Me is an amazing track. Habitual, Intentions, you know, it's all a good album. It ends at least for now, and that is a perfect album outro, so I'm happy. The album artwork, though, isn't anything to sneeze at. I mean, nice black CD. Got those Changes numbers on it. Oh, oh, okay, that's nice. But yeah, it's very plain and, you know, simple red color, reddish orangish. Artwork doesn't really go anything crazy. You got one picture of Bieber right there too. One from really far away and one close. As far as album art and a booklet goes, I've found better booklets. And finally, the last one, which I really want to talk about because I'm really happy about this, is Justice, the Complete Edition album. This thing has a whopping 27 tracks total. Now, technically, 2 of the tracks, to me, can be, or actually just one of the tracks can be kind of not needed, which is the final two, which is the Peaches like Afro Dance remix and the Peaches remix with Usher and Luda and Snoop Dogg. And I prefer the remix with Usher because I really like Usher's verse. I think it's gorgeous and should have been included on the original. But I had to really get this and do a cost to benefit analysis because this was $31, while the original is $12. And if you notice, this one is explicit, which not fully my choice. I would have preferred to buy a clean version of this album, but there is none. For those who don't know, Lonely does have 2 uses of the F word. Not really in a bad way, just to say, like, freaking. That's it. If you've never heard the song, he says, like, I'm really freaking lonely. Except he doesn't say freaking. Aside from that, I mean, I don't need it to be clean. But I did a cost to benefit analysis, and I'm like, so am I going to pay $12 for, or $13 for 17 tracks? Because the original is 16, but the Walmart exclusive has 17. So am I going to pay $13 for 17 tracks, or am I going to pay $17 more, but for 10 more tracks? And I was like, and then should I even think about, you know, it's not going to be clean? And after all of it, I realized, you know, I kind of have to have this. I mean, look at this. I would be missing There She Go with Lil Uzi, I Can't Be Myself with Jaden, Lifetime, Wish You Would with Quavo, No Better with DaBaby, Name with Tori Kelly, Red Eye, Angels Speak with Pooh Bear, and Haley. Well, Haley would be in the Walmart version. And the Peaches remixes, the 2 of them. So to me, this was 100% worth it to go crazy with the money. That's just me. Now, my critique of this is that I kind of hate how the album cover has just been grayed. I would have loved if they kept it just plain old green. Especially if it's like, okay, the entire album has to be grayed. No, but the entire album stays the same. I had another copy. I returned it. But yeah, the album's completely the same other than just that. I mean, literally, even the booklet on the inside, which I'm about to show you, is the same. It's the same here. It's the same here. It's the CD's the same. That's the same. The inside of the booklet is the same. So, you ready? It looks all different there, right? First of all, that's literally the same. And second, all the pictures on the inside, color, greenish, the same exact thing as in the original. And it doesn't even give the credit like the other songs exist. It stops at Lonely, which is how the original one stops. So it's literally the only difference on the booklet is the gray taint. And I kind of hate it. I want to buy the original one or a used version of one for like $2 just to switch out the album cover, because it drives me nuts. This one also did come with that. It didn't come with anything else, but I mean, to me, this is so cool. I really love these little booklets. It's so fun to have. I mean, look at this. Oh, I want to know the lyrics for Haley because I could barely understand what he was saying. Oh, wait, the lyrics are here. It starts with, had a dream. I was high holding on to the sky, but then I heard your voice and stopped myself from falling. You have the lyrics all right there. It's so cool. So convenient. I love it. I got one more CD from Japan, and if you want to see it, make sure to like, because I will definitely show it for the next video. Comment, share, subscribe, do all of that good stuff, and just remember, there's only 2 things I know. I know that Jesus is king, and I know that JT knows best. See you all.